gem for the day is called Food for Thought. A man sat at a metro station in Washington, D.C. and started to play the violin. It was a cold December morning. He played 6 Bach pieces for about 45 minutes. During that time, since it was rush hour, it was calculated that about 1,000 people went through that station, most of them on their way to work. 3 minutes went by, and a middle-aged man noticed that there was a musician playing. He slowed his pace and stopped for a few seconds, and then hurried up to meet his schedule. A minute later, the violinist received his first dollar tip. A woman threw the money in the till, and without stopping, continued the walk. A few moments later, someone leaned against the wall to listen to him, but the man looked at his watch and started to walk again. Clearly, he was late for work. The one who paid the most attention was a 3-year-old boy. His mother tagged him along, hurried, but the kid stopped to look at the violinist over and over again. Finally, the mother pushed him hard, and the child continued walking, turning his head all the time. This action was repeated by several other children. All of the parents, without exception, forced them to move on. In the 45 minutes that the musician played, only 6 people stopped and stayed for a while. About 20 gave him money, but continued to walk their normal pace. He collected $32. When he finished playing and the silence took over, no one noticed it, no one applauded, nor was there any recognition. No one knew that this was the great violinist Joshua Bell, one of the best musicians in the world. He played one of the most intricate pieces ever written by Bach, with a violin worth $3.5 million. It was a Stradivarius. 2 days before his playing in the subway, Joshua Bell sold out in a theater in Boston, and the seats averaged at $100 a piece. This is a real story the Washington Post put out. Joshua Bell was playing incognito in the metro station, which was organized by the Washington Post as part of a social experience about perception, taste, and priorities of people. The outlines were this: in a commonplace environment, at an inappropriate hour, do we perceive beauty? Do we stop to appreciate it? Do we recognize the talent in an unexpected context? One of the possible conclusions from this experience could be this: if we do not have a moment to stop and listen to one of the best musicians in the world playing the best music ever written, how many other things are we missing? How many other things are we missing? Our universal scripture lesson today is from the Bible for Translated from Physical to the Spiritual. Learning all the lessons. You do not have to go through a lengthy process of learning your lessons. Processing through lessons is a way of time consciousness and is the result of feeling you are unworthy to heal and harmonize your life instantly. The way of a timeless spiritual consciousness is easy, instant, harmonious learning through spiritual understanding and having a knowingness that you are worthy of living a harmonious life. In addition, instant manifestation as well as instant knowledge is of a spiritual consciousness. All of this is experienced through having total faith in God. May this universal scripture lesson open unto you the realization of our oneness with the All One.